What is going on, guys? So we just got home and we got a package that came in the mail today. Let's see what's inside of this bad boy. This package here is from City Rhythm. Inside we are met with some note cards. Beautiful graphic, beautiful photo showcasing the Miami fragrance. City Rhythm Miami Tropical Sensations. On the back here, you got yourself a discount code Miami for cityrhythmfragrance.com. And you also have a note card here. Tropical Seduction, Lime, Coconut, Saffron, Jasmine, Lang Lang, Osmanthus, Rum, Ambergris, as well as Cedar. So opening this up, we are met with 4 samples here. We have Rhythm, we have Pulse, we have Manhattan, nice graphic on the front of that, as well as Miami. The very first one I want to try off the rip is Miami. And here is the full presentation on that particular bottle. Just go ahead and spray some in. Let's go ahead and try a little bit of this on. Good spray on that. Oh my God, that is gorgeous. Even in the air, that is absolutely gorgeous. Note card here says we're getting notes of lime, coconut, saffron, jasmine, lang lang, osmanthus, rum, ambergris, as well as cedarwood. Yeah, that is gorgeous. Oh man, that is gorgeous. What I'm catching a lot of is the ambergris, the rum, the creamy coconut, and the lime. That lime bringing this nice, fresh, almost like a vetiver and lime feel. The way it comes in, just a little powdery, just a little dusty. It almost feels like a vetiver lime combo. Sits right on top of that coconut. And that coconut and that rum is a beautiful combination. That rum adding like a nice sort of airy, boozy sort of a vibe. It's not real deep so far as the booziness. It's more of like a really airy, light kind of a booziness. That coconut, that lime comes together and just rides right on top of that. That lime and that coconut comes together, meshes together really well, and just sort of lingers and vibes right alongside that rum. You're getting like that powdery, mysterious sort of vibe, that powdery, mysterious, perfumey vibe from that ambergris. Ambergris, when it's done correctly, comes off extremely beautiful with the right notes accompanying it. You're gonna get with this fragrance, you're gonna get a creamy, sweet, seductive, boozy, but airy, light boozy. You're gonna get like this powdery, perfumey, almost like a pear, the way it will come off right in the beginning, but it's a little darker, a little bit more mysterious. It's just beautiful what I'm catching, yo. It's so addicting. That's one thing I will say about this. It's very addicting. That tang from that lime is perfect for everything in here. There's a decent amount of sweetness, but nothing really comes off syrupy. Nothing really comes off a little too heavy on the sweetness side. It comes off, it's mainly going to come off like this rolling sweetness. It's not syrupy. It's not super dense. It's just like the sweetness is right along with that powdery, sparkly, almost perfumey ambergris. You catch a lot of that sweetness sitting right besides that. As I said before, the coconut is done perfectly, where it's not suntan lotion vibe or anything like that. It's present, but it's doing a lot of work for the other notes. That coconut to me is a great anchor for this fragrance, being able to hold on to that lime, being able to utilize some of that tang and some of that zestiness from that note, being able to create like this real creamy and boozy, but almost airy and somewhat refreshing rum note, and to accompany that coconut as well. That powdery, mysterious, perfumey vibe from that ambergris mixes in with that coconut as well. It's a perfect anchor for a lot of these notes. So beautifully done, yo. I am truly going to enjoy that. And that is Miami. A beautiful fragrance and a beautiful presentation. Next up, we'll check out rhythm as well as pulse. Notes are listed on the back of this card here. Really nice how it's set up and just really intriguing. Great presentation, great attention to detail. So we'll try out pulse first. We'll spray some here, get a good coating of that on there. Before we get into it, let's check out some of these notes. Notes for this fragrance is ambroxan, heliotrope, lemon, pink pepper, bergamot. I want to say it's pronounced hedione, lang lang, isoe super, says skin radiance, and benzoin. So this note layout sounds pretty simplistic so far as what's going on. You're going to get a lot of aroma chemicals. This seems like this is more so an elixir, not for you, but for whoever is around you. This sounds like it's going to be a killer. Fresh out of the shower, you put this on. It already has like that creamy cedarwood, sandalwood kind of a vibe. It's kind of a silent killer. There's some notes that you can pick up on, but this doesn't seem like this is more so a wow factor for your nose. This sounds like this is going to be something that you want to, as it says in the title, put on your pulse points, get around that special someone that you want to leave an impression on. And I think that that's what this is. This is what I would call a silent killer. You can pick up on the notes. It's not like it's something that you just go nose blind to, but this doesn't smell like anything that you're trying to wow the person that's wearing it with. You want to be able to grab somebody's attention and you want yourself to be irresistible. That's what this fragrance is for. You're going to get a fresh, that lemon, the bergamot is going to bring a little bit of freshness. It's going to get a little bit of movement from that pink pepper. You're going to get some floral vibes from that heliotrope, from the lang lang. You're getting like a nice, soft, slightly sweet and slightly peppery floral vibe. You're also going to get that, I want to say either sandalwood or like a really light, neat, clean cedarwood, that creamy cedarwood vibe that you normally get when you smell certain isoe supers. Not all of them tend to smell that exact same way, but there are some of them, for the most part, it'll smell like a creamy sandalwood, like a really light and creamy sandalwood, and I get a decent amount of that here. It smells really good. You get some musk in there as well. Like I said, fresh out of the shower, this is going to hit your skin and this is going to absolutely sing off of you completely. I'm going to guarantee that if I take a shower tonight, put this on, let my wife smell this on me, she is going to absolutely love it. This, I can gamble and say that this is possibly a fragrance that's going to work overtime for you as well. So as you're wearing it throughout the day, you're going to constantly get wafts of it. It may go silent on you after a while, but it won't be silent on everybody else. I can bank on that and say that that's what this fragrance is going to do. And that is pulse. Next up, rhythm. Let's check this out. Let's spray something on the arm here. So our notes for this one is bergamot, pink pepper, lemon, tarragon, ambroxan, benzoin, skin radiance, isoe super, cardamom, and hedione. So you got generally the same note layout. You got a few changes here with the cardamom, with the tarragon, and that's pretty much it. Now his portioning on how he portioned out those notes may differ from both of these completely. Let's see what we got. For some odd reason in this one, I get what appears to feel like or smell like an orange versus a lemon. That's that rolling spice from that pepper in here, as well as that cardamom, and it's actually really nice. It's not real prevalent. It's just with that citrus and with those particular peppers and some of that rolling spice that they provide, it comes off almost like a mandarin or an orange. Let me tell you something, this stuff is strong, yo. I can bank on it and guarantee that the performance on these is probably the best performers. Just from simply what this stuff has, the projection rate, I believe that this is going to last. It is going to grab people's attention, grab people's nose. The sillage on this is going to probably be staggering how crazy it is. Like I said, you're going to get slightly resinous, kind of warm. This one's a little warmer than the other one. Kind of warm, slightly resinous. You're going to get a little bit of this creamy floral, just really light. Everything is light. Nothing is really standing out and jumping out at you with these fragrances. They're very balanced, but they're well stacked so far as what they're composed of. So with how sort of balanced it may smell, sort of chill it may smell, I know that these things are going to do some damage. I love the fact that I'm picking up what appears to be like an orange or a grapefruit. It's way tangier and way more prevalent than Pulse was. This one, Pulse, was a little bit more heavy on that floral side. Almost comes off like a white floral. You got some musk in there. It's a little bit more high pitch, a little bit more peppery, but on the floral side of it. This one has some peppery, a little bit of a rolling spice, but it comes off like an orange or a grapefruit or blood orange or something like that. Really nice, opulent. It's a lot fuller. It's a little bit more sweetness, just a tad, a little bit more tangier and prevalent. Yeah, it comes off to me almost like a blood orange. That's what I'm catching. Again, I say, coming fresh out of that shower, this thing is going to jump and sing off that skin. Fresh white tea, springtime, fresh out the shower. This is fed up. Hum off of your skin. Rhythm, I definitely recommend checking this one out. I love the way that it's coming across. Like I said, you get like this, almost this blood orange vibe. You get like this rolling spice. You get some musk. You get some florals, but they're not as like prominent as the other fragrance, Pulse. You're gonna get like a slight creaminess that's in there as well. Some musk, some warmth. It's a bit warmer than the other fragrance. And it's just a bit more mysterious, a little bit, in how it's coming across. I kind of get some of that same perfumey vibe that I get from the other fragrance that had the ambergris in it, just not as much. But this one has a lot of elements that I really, really enjoy. And last but definitely not least, City Rhythms Manhattan. Love the graphic that he puts on the front of that one as well. Really cool. So let's find a place for this. So we'll come here on this forearm. We'll give it a few sprays and we'll get right to the note card. On this one, we have top notes of bergamot, cinnamon, violet leaf. Mid, we got tea, incense, and labdanum. In the base, we have tobacco leaf, vanilla, cedar, as well as vetiver. Okay. This is interesting because this does what I like in a spicier fragrance. Sometimes some spicy fragrance can do something really unique on its own. But if you take something that's normally spicy, normally fall, winter, dense, heavy, and then add a sharp, cutting, fresh component to it, I absolutely love that. The fresh components to this, or the fresh facets to this fragrance, they come in sharp and they just slice straight through those spices, those different warm and sort of resinous and warm, spicy elements. It cuts right through that. But it doesn't cut through it to where it smells like two different things happening, two separate transactions. It cuts through it and sort of meshes and just sort of sits right in the center of it. You get this beautiful spicy fragrance. You get some pepperiness going on. Oh man, you're getting this tangy aspect going on here. You're gonna get this dusty earthiness that's gonna be in there as well. Sort of dusty earthiness. It meshes in with some of that spice. It's really dense. It kind of reminds me, and I can't think of two fragrances that this reminds me of, but it gives me the thought process. If I took Louis Vuitton's Afternoon Swim and I took a Parfum de Marly's Harriet, or maybe Habdon, if I took something like that and paired it with that Louis Vuitton Afternoon Swim, it smells like a relentless, fresh, almost like a citrus sort of vibe. I know you got the bergamot in here, but it smells like there's so much more going in here, contributing to that fresh, zesty, sparkly, white aquatic vibe. Oh man, I absolutely love this, yo. Absolutely love this. To me, Manhattan is not what I think of when I smell this though. This smells like, I would think somewhere California nighttime. That's what this takes me. This takes me to a Los Angeles at night, a Long Beach at night. Oh man, it's that, like I said, that fresh component. It really makes this spicy sort of a fragrance, spicy, peppery, ambery, resinous kind of a vibe. It really beefs it up and livens it up. That, like I said, that fresh component is sitting right dead center, and you got this rolling spice sort of surrounding it. All these different components that creates this nice, dusty, slightly powdery, earthy, dense, dry, but not too dry. It doesn't come off in like a super dry way. It's not damp, like it's not damp, but it's not dry. It's just the perfect sort of in between. There's a lot happening that I can truly appreciate with this one. Like I said, this reminds me just of like a Elysium Louis Vuitton Afternoon Swim Parfum de Molly Harriet together, and it's just meshed well and blended well. This smells gorgeous. Everything so far has been a W. Normally sometimes in sampler sets you get one that you favor a little bit more than the other. With these, all of these are great, and I can appreciate what all of these are setting out to do. With that Miami, you're gonna get like this luscious, opulent, sweet, slightly spiced, musky, fun, adventurous type of a scent. With Post, you're getting what I would say is somewhat of a silent killer. It's not doing a whole lot. It's not meant to do a whole lot, but perform extremely well. It's not giving you any crazy notes. It's just giving you a lot of good role players so far as the note layout, and so it can come together and create something that it's going to perform like a beast. The same thing with Rhythm. That one is just a bit more playful. That one has a little bit more of a tang and this rich sort of citrus vibe that I really enjoy, almost like a blood orange. And I really enjoy that particular aspect of that fragrance. It has just like a slight rolling spice that sits right alongside that whatever is depicting that. I keep calling it a blood orange, but whatever is there that's driving that depiction, that spice, that cardamom, sits right alongside that, and it works out beautifully. And then you get Manhattan, light, creamy, powdery, almost white aquatic sort of a vibe, really just chill and straight lined. And then you get like this nice just a relaxed spice that sort of surrounds it, peppery, resinous kind of a vibe, dense, just beautiful fragrances, beautiful layouts, excellent blending, excellent compositions. I'm going to drop a link in the description where you guys can check out his website and check out these fragrances for yourself. They just launched a collaboration with Emily over at Shelter & Perfumes. In this particular collaboration, they created a fragrance called Heart Spark. I definitely recommend you guys go over and check out that fragrance, take a look at the notes, take a look at the presentation, and see if it's something that you'll be interested in. If you try any of these fragrances that I showed today, drop down in the comment section and let me know what's your thoughts. How did you interpret the same scent that I interpret? Was there any stark differences? Were there any similarities? Let me know in the comment section below. Listen, that is it for this video, you guys. Like, comment, share, subscribe, and I will see you guys soon.